the first thing that I want to do is look, we can look in D2L and go to Evernote that way, as I've put this week's, and then Derek was asking about the due date, and I want to talk about that a little bit. The way I do on everything except the test is that if you don't get it in the folder before we go over it in class, you know, I don't really care, because if you still go ahead and put it in your folder, give you that amnesty week during fall break. When is fall break? I'm going to have to look.
It is October 16th.
16th?
Is that the schedule showing?
Okay, so that weekend, I think we have Thursday and Friday is all we have off, so it won't affect you all anyway because you're a Monday, Wednesday class. But that week until we come back the next Monday, I will open up anything that you request, like as far as quizzes, not hands-on tests. You can't take those over, but quizzes, and you can put anything in chapter folders that you have not done, even if I had graded them. If you tell me, hey, grade chapter 2 again, or I've put something in there now, then I'll go back and put your points up. Because what I do on the chapter assignments is I'm not even grading those. I'm looking and I open it to see if you have all three of the thing, or whatever's required for that assignment, and then I give you all the points if you have everything. On one, some people didn't do the HTML, so they got 3 points out, or 7 out of 10 instead of out there to let you know why you didn't get the 10. Then on the projects, it's really the same way, because that's to prepare you for the test. And so if you don't do it before the test, it really doesn't help you, you know, to prepare for the test. So when I put a due date, that's, you know, I'm not going to keep track of who puts it in what day. It's there to help you make it a mock-up of the test. So we're going to do, today I'm giving you project 2, and we're actually going to go over it on Wednesday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a lot of the class time to work on it together, and if you need me to help you get started on it, but I don't think you will, it's a modification. So let's look first at Evernote and make sure that we got this whole week lined out the way everybody thinks, or what, that I wrote it in such a way that you're able to interpret what I said here. Okay, so week 6, and I didn't do an in summary yet. Monday, Tuesday classes, we're going to work any problems from chapter 3 in class that maybe you turned in and we didn't work yet. Then I'm going to give you project 2, and then I'm going to let you work together in class with that. And this one is the JavaScript for 4C in chapter 3, and I don't think we did go over number 4 or number 6 yet, right? And that, because those were that's what you didn't get a chance to do, right? Well, we're going to go ahead and go over them in class, but you can still put them in your folder, okay? So Wednesday and Thursday classes, I will cover project 2 and talk about the answers, and then we probably won't have time to start into chapter 4, but I'm going to go ahead and open the reading quiz over the weekend for chapter 4. And
when will that the quiz?
Actually, wait just a minute. I want to do the hands-on next Monday. So I'm going to give you this whole week to finish all of chapter 3 and put it in, so I'm going to take that back. I'm going to open chapter 4 reading quiz on Monday, but it'll be open for 48 hours, 2 days, okay, till Wednesday. So let me go in there and do that so that we'll know what date that is. Okay, so on us, chapter 4 will not be open till September 29th for this class. It will open on, restrictions, 9/29. I'm going to open it after our test so that nobody feels compelled to have to take it before. That would be 10:40. Oh no, 12:15 in this class. PM. PM. That one's PM. And it has an end date, will be on this, what day is it 31st, 29th? Yeah, let's see. That's what I was trying to say. It usually brings that calendar up better. Okay, September. So if it opens here, it'll close at 9:30 on Wednesday morning the 1st. So let me do that. That'd be 10. That's the 1st, right? 01 at, or not 9:30. What time is this class? Is at 11. I get mixed up here. 11. Okay, so, and I put display and calendar. Sometimes I forget to do that. People do look at that calendar. Okay, so if we look here, then what this week, you don't have to be concerned with chapter 4 this week, because I want you on Wednesday, then we'll go over project 2 and any other problems in 3 that we don't get to today, because I wanted to give you all at least 15-20 minutes in class to work on project 2. So let's first go over, what was one of them? Okay, I assigned number 4, and I think we did it together in class, but then you were to do A and C. Chapter 3, A and C. Okay, so number 4 was the newspaper thing. Let me see where I put that, because we either did it in this class or another class, and I saved it. Did we do it in this class?
No, you put it up on the page, like a little printout of it.
Oh, okay. On CIT, that would have been, where would I have put that? Chapter 3 underscore, yeah, this is it, I bet. Is that it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the pseudocode, but it's not the JavaScript, right? Okay, for number 4, then you were supposed to do A and C, but you only had to do the JavaScript for one that you selected. It didn't have to be. Let's see, where'd that go? I hate it when those open, because then I can't get past them very fast. Okay, that's... Okay, so up here you were to do one of the above. You can JavaScript. So you didn't have to JavaScript, but one of those 3 pseudocodes that you did. Okay, so on this PDF that we have open, the problem was the Daily Gazette accepts classified ads in several categories. For most ads, the newspaper charges 10 cents per word for the first 50 words and 8 cents per word for every word after that. Design a flowchart or pseudocode for a program that accepts data about an ad, customer name, ad category, for example, apartment for rent, and number of words. Display all the input data and the price for the ad. Okay, so the first one, and I don't know, that's kind of dim, isn't it? Let's see if I can go a little bigger with it. Okay, so the first one, which is number 4, declarations, they're declaring the string customer name, string ad category, num words, num price, num low rate is 8 cents, high rate is 10 cents, word limit is 50. Okay, so they can do a comparison with this constant is why they've got it up there. So here is our input. If num words is less than or equal to word limit, then price equals num words times high rate, else price equals high rate times word limit plus low rate times num words minus word limit, end if. So what they're assuming that there are going to be more customers that do not go over. So that's why they tested this if state, or put this comparison at the top. Okay, then at the end, we just output customer, add category, number of words, and price. So the add category is something that we don't do anything with. We just put it out. So you could actually put all this output up here, or you can do it at the bottom. So any questions about that pseudocode? Did anybody get C? I mean A, 4A? Did we do 4A? Okay. Daniel, right? Okay. All right. So did you do pseudocode flowchart or
I did pseudocode.
pseudocode? Okay.
I did a little bit different than that. But I did, I mean, it's pretty close in the word limit minus 50. The math of it
It's pretty close.
pretty close.
Okay, let's see, Dan. Let's go over here to my drive. This is Sony 96. Daniel. Okay, and it'd be under 3. Is this it?
That's part 1, and then
Oh,
zip drive is
zip
part
drive.
2.
Okay.
And it also has the JavaScript for number 6 or whatever.
Okay, so you did number 6 JavaScript.
Yeah, that's the for taking a line or what?
Okay, yours was. There it is. All right, so part 2 here. So, view, oops, view, let's see, 10%. All right, so Daniel, this is part of the paper ad program. Is it dual or single here? This one's a single, right? Because you don't have an else on it.
Yes.
So this is the first one. So he did all his input. He has the same variables. Let's see, variable word count. Is that that you don't have any constants defined? Is that right?
So
no, because you used 50. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be the only thing that I would change that for sure to instead of the comparison to 50, make that a constant. If word count is less than or equal to 50, then output customer name, category, word count times num1. Num1 is 10 cents a word. Okay. Then, okay, so you're outputting in your if, I see what you're doing, but in JavaScript you did it right. If word count is greater than or equal to 50, then output customer name, category. Now that's if it's greater than or equal to 50. Where are we doing the 300? Or is this just number 4, not A?
Underneath is A, and then
okay, so here's A. Okay, that's what I was looking for, was A. All right, so now here, if word count is greater than or equal to 50.
I realized after I submitted it, that should be in between them and double.
Yeah, then you should say and, because it has to be both, right?
Yeah,
and double and, so I mean double ampersand. So here, I think this, is this a Word doc? I think it is. Okay, so here what we'd want to do is come over here and say ampersand and, oops, word count let's then output customer name, category, word count minus 50 times num1, num2, then plus num3. Okay. If
the other way I did that was just minus the 50. The number 2 is price, and then number 3 is a $5 even for the first 50 words. So I don't, like I said, I don't know. Math.
Makes it, did you right?
No, not on this one. I did a different problem.
A different problem. Okay, now you made this as if it is a nested if, because you've got 3 end ifs down at the bottom. So is that how you wanted it? If,
Or does each end if go after each
yeah,
end?
this one should go, if this if, okay, let's try, oh, why is it not letting me?
That would go after each one.
Well, unless you have an else, and you don't have an else. So, yeah, then you have to put them after, and we'll see if that is correct. Let's kind of desk check this one, or we can put it in JavaScript. Who has one that they did A in JavaScript? Did anybody do A in JavaScript? No? You did 6 in JavaScript. Okay, so let's see. I know I have C already in JavaScript. I guess I can just take it and modify it. Let me go to 4.
Should you make 300 a constant or no?
Yes. Everything that the numbers are, they should actually be constants. Yes. Okay, chapter 3, 2 rows, 3, exercise. Maybe that's it, I think. Let me see. I think it is. Let me look at it. So in this one, in the JavaScript, I'm not sure if this is just number 4. Let me look. Oh, this one didn't use constants. I need to go back and fix that. What does C say? Modify. Oh, so there's a found category, in which case it is free, or in the business, or in which cases. Yeah, this has got to be A, because I don't see anything that has to do with the found category. Yeah, so this one doesn't, it's got to be, and I didn't use constants, or I didn't write this, I don't get a C, but let's go back and fix that right now. So 50 is that the limit? Is that where they were getting word limit? Okay, so it should be place that there's a 50 command. Isn't there another one? Yeah, right, here's one. Command V. And 300 is that the, what is that? The maximum 10%? Oh, discount. That's the discount. Tells you if it's a discount, right? So I'm just going to call it discount. If I can spell right, or type right. Equals 300. So that would say, let's see, 300 would be, and then I'll go back and read it. 5. Okay, this should be word limit. At one class, it was doing that all the time last week. Okay, so let's see. So all of these actually need, okay, this one was word limit, and then I still don't know if it works. I don't know what this 9 divided by 10 is for sure. I'll see. First, after I get this done, I'll see if it works, and then we'll figure out what is going on with this particular problem. I don't know if this is the one that I meant to put there or not. Now, actually, you should go back and put 8 cents as a constant and 10 cents as a constant also. So here, what part, oops. Okay, rent. Oh, I had an alert in there to see if it was picking that up. How many words will you be using in your advertisement? Okay, let's say this one's at 49, so it should just use the basic 4.9. I don't know how to keep it on now. I'll just let it go off. So cost equals word num times 10 cents. So that's the base price, right? So then it should take 49 times 10 cents. So is that 4.9? Is that right? So that means it dropped out here. But here's something that could be better. Can y'all come up with, like, if it drops out there, it doesn't need to do these ifs, right? If you already find that it's less than 50, then you don't need to do these ifs to say if it's greater than 50 or less. Let's see, the else should end. Okay, let me take this over. Here, let's go here. Okay, so this curly brace ends the if. Now, where do I want the else to end? If word num is greater than word limit and word num is less to discount, okay, so if it falls, can it still get the discount? Because that's what that's checking for. Let's see, why is that one there? Okay, so it asks us if word num is greater than word limit and word num is less than or equal to discount cost. So that's saying what part? Modify to a 10% discount for ads over 300 words. Okay, but up here we had to first find out if it's the first 50 words and 8 cents per word for every word after that. So why I don't think this is this correct? Word num is greater than word limit. So say I put 52 in. Then if word num's 52, and let me get a sticky note. Okay, so let me do this first. All right, so I'm going to say file, new note. Okay, so let's say that our word num then is equal to, say I entered 52. All right, let me see if I can make this text any bigger. I don't know. Yeah, there's. Okay, say word num is 52, and I'm testing it with word limit, which says if 52 is greater than 50, which it is, and word num is less than or equal to discount, which it is, so that means it's in the middle there. So that tells us that it gets the 8 cents, right? 5, what's the 5 for? Cost equals 5 plus.
$5 for the first 50 words is maybe what?
Because they're 50 times 10 cents. Okay, yeah, that's what happened there. Only it should be a constant. Okay, 5 plus word num minus word limit. So that means there's 2 words over the limit. So it'd be 2 times 8 cents, whatever that is, plus 5. It's how much?
5.16.
Okay, so it's 5.16. So then we're going to add the 5 to it, so the total would be 10.16, right? That's what comes out there. Now, if it fits in the middle here, is it going to be the discount? Is that possible for it to be this if it's already gotten into this if? $300. So it couldn't be greater than 300 also, right? So do we need to do this if we fall in here? No. Not we can do it as an else, so that if it's false, right? So we have another else. Let me go down here. So this is another else. Okay, come here. Okay. Oh, my eyes. Okay, so this was the ending one. Oh, that must be because I went too far over, I guess. Huh. Let me see, this should go. This one, because I need this else to end, so I need one right here. And then I should need one more for the main if up here. Here's inside it, else. Wait, those two close. For this else is where it is, I think. So I need one more. It's not showing me an error, though. It should be showing me an error without one. Okay, document.writeLine. The only thing they're writing out is the cost, which that's okay, I guess. So does this make sense? You guys ask questions. Is this is the if that it'll drop out if it matches this, because that means it's not over 50. If it's not over 50, it's certainly not over 300, right? So you know if this one should be at the top, because the majority of customers, that's what it's going to be. So when that if is true, it should drop down to the bottom and document right line cost. Okay, and that's where that goes. Then else, if word num is greater than word limit, so it has to be, this is the AND logic. It has to be, that means both of these have to be true for it to fall. One. All right, let's see what happens. Category, just say how many words will you be using in your advertisement? Okay, let's first try somewhere in between, say 90.